bring a
Kim
pocket pussy
Cattrall.
along and all kinds of stuff.
Mitch McConnell's so cute.
Kim Cattrall is the mannequin I'd
He
like to fuck.
reminds me of like an alien species. He doesn't look human anymore. Like if
It's because he's a
humans
lizard person
mated
and his
Did he
with
ever-
fucking
did he ever look
frogs.
human?
vat-created
I
skin
think
suit
he-
is falling apart.
I think he looks like Morla from the Neverending Story.
Why haven't we started this fucking show yet?
That was gold, too.
Have you been recording some?
Yes.
At least.
Oh,
All
good.
right, here we go.
This is the pre-show, and now the intro. Suck it!
Morla.
You were supposed to go pocket full of shells.
With a pocket full of shells!
I was just taking a drink. Oh, are we starting it now?
Sorry.
Hey,
Welcome to the Time Spent Poorly program with your
You gotta make eye
fantabulous
contact with your
hosts.
camera.
Oh, yeah, there's just something going on there. Yeah. Derek and Eduardo. Principal contributor Huds. I'm the Beard, and our guest in the guest
The little
cage.
The Jeff
The
cam.
little chair, the Jeff cam. It's Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
The brain
How's it
cam.
going?
Welcome, Jeff. All right, let's get this.
We're going to talk about space. We're going to talk about water. We're going to talk about, well, whatever.
and
we
probably
do.
celebrities at one point or another.
We're going to spend
We're
our
talking about
time
water?
poorly.
Yeah,
Nice.
I watched that the
Wastewater.
Taylor Swift doc.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I already forgot about that.
You're like, oh, don't bring that. up.
I tried to block that whore out of my mind years ago.
Taylor Swift and Kanye West had a thing at some point.
Yeah, well, back in
No,
so-
not a romance thing.
no.
Oh, just
so-
any kind of thing? I didn't know
was-
they were.
There
It was
was
more
the-
of a bromance.
No, it was honestly all it was she was on accepting some award and he interrupted her. That
Well,
was
it,
Oh, I remember that.
It ate her
That
alive.
was it.
Yeah.
It, but so my theory yesterday, or my theory is, or I guess the question I asked about that was, did Kanye make her a bitch, or was she always a bitch?
If you listen to her first
I
4
watched-
albums, you know she's a bitch.
Yeah.
Because every time she broke up with somebody, it was, oh, I'm going to make an album about it. Like,
Yeah.
she took Alanis Morissette to the next level, is what she did. Fuck that girl.
So,
Isn't that ironic?
Don't you
yeah,
think?
She's always
Just a little
Little
bit
too.
ironic.
my consensus after watching.
It's like
her
rain.
doc is she's
On
always
your wedding day.
Yeah, she did not swallow
like
the
a
jagged
fly
little
in
pill.
your shirt.
She
What'd she
crushed
say?
it up and snorted it. And it cut up her nostrils. I don't know.
We're
She
just-
looks
we're
like a
spitting
broken
Alanis
marionette.
Morissette
I was
out.
never a big fan.
It's over here.
So who are we talking about now?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor
Taylor
Swift.
Swift. Okay.
Yeah, she looks like a broken marionette. Just like her whole body is poorly proportioned. Like the dude was drunk when he was carving her, and just that's the way it worked out. I don't like her at all.
I liked her in the credit card commercials they played during the NFL broadcast this year, where she was the waitress at a diner and maybe she rented shoes at a bowling alley. Just doing regular jobs. It was very small doses and she never spoke.
This is how much I know about Taylor Swift. If I saw her, I wouldn't know who she was.
Wow.
I envy.
I would
that
recognize her.
level.
So
Not knowing.
it's interesting because I've never had as somebody who has a podcast where we talk about how we have opinions on everything. I have no opinion of her.
Neither do I.
She is the vanilla ice cream of human beings.
Yeah.
Like I don't hate vanilla ice cream. I'm okay with vanilla ice cream. I'll eat vanilla ice cream. I would prefer to have other ice cream, but I'll eat vanilla.
So
I'm
this is,
sure
just
you would
don't-
eat Taylor Swift too.
Probably. She's not ugly.
No, but she hits that uncanny valley, like she's not a real person, but she is, and she looks fake enough that I just
And if
don't.
you twisted my arm and told me to name a song, I would not be able to do it.
I couldn't either.
Yeah, me neither. But
would.
she's a succubi of some manner.
Did she do that
Because she
Firecracker
would
song?
suck these
Firework?
guys in and absorb their
Sure.
energy and then turn it into her product that she sells and thrives.
True.
Yeah.
It's true.
Maybe that's more of a vampire than a succubi.
No, it's just a woman.
well, so here's the time,
Hot take.
Well,
here's the timeline.
That's a
for-
good picture of her.
Yeah.
great
I would fuck that Taylor Swift.
She's pretty good looking.
I have seen a music video with that person in it.
So she had a real like. Initially, she had a real wholesome image.
She was country.
She was country, yeah. And
Yeah,
then
she took the O right out of it.
Then she went and won, I don't know, Artist of the Year or something, and that's when Kanye busted up on stage and like took the mic from her and told her that I'm gonna let you finish.
But first, let me tell you somebody else who's better.
But Beyonce,
But Queen Bee is better
yeah.
than you.
I mean, it was just basically
I remember seeing
to
that.
kiss
I remember,
Jay-Z's ass.
Yeah, when that happened.
It was 2009,
and I completely forgot it happened.
But she's always been kind of in the periphery, but you kind of see her then after the fact, kind of like hardening up a little bit. But I always wonder if I always kind of wondered if her hardening her image was in response to that. And
No.
I
That's
think,
just getting older.
yeah.
Money.
I mean, she's. Oh yeah.
And money.
Money, probably.
Country western singers make money, but popular pop singers make a lot more money.
Make
Yeah,
all
they
of
do.
the money.
Yeah, if she just stayed a
truckloads.
country singer, she'd be done by now.
going.
No,
wouldn't
she
be
wouldn't.
done.
Tired old country
Miranda
whores are on all
Lambert.
the time.
All those.
Yeah, but have you
Shania
seen
Twain
Leanne
went
Rhymes
pop.
lately?
Huh?
Have you seen Leanne Rhymes lately?
I don't know.
No,
Shania,
no one
Shania
has.
Twain?
Yeah, but Shania
No,
Twain.
Shania
Twain's
Twain
like
just
60 or
she was on the
And
cover
she's
of
a
a different
classic.
magazine, and she pull up a picture of her currently.
I bet
she
you
was
she
on the
still
cover of a
looks-
magazine I delivered
Money
recently
don't
Also,
lie.
about
let's
how she
also-
started to come back, but she went away for a while. She does not look the same.
But let's not compare Shania Twain to Leanne Rhymes. For one thing, Shania Twain had her day in the sun.
Yeah. She
did.
Leanne Rhymes had a song. She had a popular, one singular popular song, and then somehow, like, made
I guess she doesn't look that much.
people
different,
went
but
and watched her in
she's
concert. But
quite a bit.
She looks
Leanne
like
Rhymes
Stifler's
had that
mom.
song "Blue." I mean, that's it.
Yeah,
she
she
does.
She's just
Just
barely
slightly
got
younger.
it going on.
She's a lot cuter before gels.
Yeah.
I had a poster of Shania Twain when I was in like early middle school.
Yeah, if I had to bang her, I would hang that poster up above the bed.
Also, I'll always have a love.
I'd be like, "This is what I'm banging."
I always had a love. I always had a love for Shania Twain because I used to listen to More Sports, Jay Moore Sports, and he had this ongoing bit in all of his shows where like they'd be talking about like Tony Romo or somebody, and he'd be like, "Oh, what? So you threw for 7 touchdowns? That don't impress me much." And then they'd play Shania Twain like that song. So I'll always have a love for her just because of that bit, because of Jay Moore, not because of her. But between the two, but her and Lee, I don't think you can compare her and Leanne Rhymes. She
I don't
had
even
one
think they're in
song.
the same. They're barely playing the same game.
No.
Like one is
Also,
T-ball and the
also
other is
Shania Twain
Major
went.
League.
Shania Twain went pop.
Well,
for a
she was
while.
borderline pop
she?
when she was country.
right.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
she was on the cusp.
She was.
I'd say the only female artist that's like been able to sustain beyond like has been Reba.
Yeah.
I'm Reba.
But
God
only-
bless
I mean,
Reba.
yeah.
But Reba has.
Wasn't I just talking shit about Reba like a month
You
ago?
know, she's put her foot into like TV and shit.
Yeah,
too,
she's
so.
got her fans that are just diehard.
Yeah.
You know, and anything she puts out, they'll listen to it.
She
They
did
love it.
acting too, so
She tried. I don't think she was very good at
she had
it.
a show.
She had a
She
TV
did.
show that was
But she has diehard
not
fans.
my show.
Like she
but it
has
was
real
popular.
fans.
Yeah.
Those were the days when they were
Just
throwing
like
TV shows
Dolly
at
Parton.
popular
I
people,
mean,
trying to
she
make
is-
them stick. It was like,
she's
we'll
the
try
modern
this one and
day.
see if it
That's
takes
true.
off. We'll try this one
Yeah,
if it
that's-
takes off.
Yeah, it
Probably
was
the
like-
best comparison.
They threw like
Yeah.
3 at Norm Macdonald.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
turns
you-
out he's just funny
He couldn't make a
in small
sitcom.
bits.
Late
but not
60s
sitcom.
Dolly Parton is one of the hottest things in the whole world. Like, where did that Dolly go? Oh, she got old. She hit the wall and she was done.
I mean, Dolly and 9 to 5, man.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good movie.
We're all
Moment of
like,
silence.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
It's a great movie.
It is a
I
great
remember
movie.
the name. I remember her walking down the street. That's about it.
Jane Fonda.
Isn't that the one where they kidnap their boss?
Jane
Yeah.
Fonda's like 82 or something now. She still looks good. I think she's had work done.
So
I wish she'd have died in
Yeah,
fucking Vietnam.
she should have been crucified.
But
a
if
long
they
time ago.
like washed
I hate
that,
that woman.
if they washed her makeup off, she'd probably look like that.
Well, no, if she washed her makeup off, it'd be like that scene from
Game
like
of
that scene
Thrones.
from Witches.
She looks like the
Just kinda
fucking nun
dusts
from
away.
the nun.
No, what's the movie where the witches starts peeling off her? It's Angelica Houston. She peels off her face, and she's like a rat thing underneath of it. The witches. It's like a little
That's
kid.
probably what Jane Fonda is underneath.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. That's
Like all of Ted Turner's money could not save that bitch's face. I hate Jane Fonda too.
Yeah, she's a terrible person.
I dislike a lot of celebrities.
I dislike celebrity.
Yeah.
That might be it.
Yeah.
It's the Catholic upbringing. It's idolatry is what it is.
Oh man, yeah.
And it gets whipped into you by nuns that's bad. It never quite goes away. It doesn't matter how much you abandon the Catholic Church, it never quite goes away.
But you know, Taylor Swift, you know, she's great. She's great. I'm glad she became a topic on the show.
I'm glad she led to that. That was a fun little
It was.
celebrity hating bashing
Faith
moment.
Hill has one of the funniest videos on the internet. That's her yelling at the woman in the audience for grabbing Tim McGraw's junk on stage. It's fucking hilarious.
I
Is
bet
this
that is
recent?
funny.
Or
No, I mean
within-
10 years.
no.
It was Faith Hill and Tim McGraw in concert because they're married, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
some girl like grabs his junk and she like stops mid song and is like, "Get your hands off his junk!"
That's my man. Don't you touch my man. I'll come down there and
It's
get
bad.
country
It's
on your
bad.
face.
It's